Arizona Senator Mark Kelly raised more than $27 million last year, according to the Federal Election Commission. That's almost twice as much as his Republican challengers combined. But as the saying goes, money isn't everything, as Cronkite News reporter Alexia Stanbridge tells us from our Washington bureau.
Political analysts were impressed by the money raised by Senator Mark Kelly, but not surprised by the numbers from a Democrat some called a fundraising juggernaut.
Kelly's fundraising is really astounding, and it's one of the top numbers in the country.
But experts also say Kelly's, quote, giant war chest does not guarantee a win in what is expected to be a tough year for Democrats.
The political environment is really bad for Democrats, as it may be. There may be no amount of money he could spend that saves himself.
That was echoed by Nathan Gonzalez, editor and publisher of Inside Elections.
He might lose re-election because enough voters are dissatisfied with the Democratic president or the Democratic Congress. But money is not going to be Senator Kelly's problem.
For now, Kelly is in a good position. A poll released Tuesday by OH Predictive Insights showed Kelly getting 42% compared to 38% for any Republican challenger. The same poll showed Attorney General Mark Brnovich leading the GOP primary polls, even though over half of the voters were unsure. But he is also trailing behind two other Republican candidates in campaign cash. That's not surprising to pollster Mike Noble, who said Brnovich has, quote, never been a prolific fundraiser. He does have name recognition among voters, but that could change.
So no one's really has run away with this race yet, meaning that this race could still absolutely change and shift and have a new frontrunner.
Other analysts agree there is still time for a shakeup in the crowded GOP field.
I think that it's not very predictive this early out. I think it's somewhat based on name ID.
Shields says he's not surprised that Republicans have not raised as much as Kelly, with no clear frontrunner. But Condick says the challengers have enough money to get their message out. And with control from the Senate at stake, Taylor and others expect to see money flooding into the state from both parties.
Every single Senate race is the tiebreaker, given that we are in a 50-50 Senate.
In Washington, Alexia Stanbridge, Cronkite News.
One wild card in the Republican primary is former President Donald Trump, who has not yet endorsed a candidate in the race. Analysts say Trump's backing would likely propel a GOP hopeful to the front of the pack.